Yes, one of the interesting examples of the way there's something for everybody in Holocaust discourse is the uses of this famous quotation from Martin Niemöller.
A non-Jew, a pastor, who was also one of Hitler's victims, and he wrote...
Niemöller's dictum was right when he said first they came for the Jews.
Time magazine, Vice President Al Gore, and a speaker at the 1992 Republican Convention follow the example of the Encyclopedia of the Holocaust in moving Jews from last to first place.
First, they came for the Jews.
And I didn't protest.
And I didn't speak out.
Because I wasn't a Jew?
Because I wasn't a Jew.
The U.S. Holocaust Museum preserves the list and order intact, except for prudently omitting communists.
Then they came for the communists?
And I didn't speak out because I wasn't a communist.
Because I didn't protest? I wasn't a communist?
Then they came for the trade unionists.
I didn't protest? Because I wasn't a trade unionist?
Catholics are also added to the version of the quotation inscribed on the Holocaust Memorial in Boston, which is a heavily Catholic city.
Then they came for me.
And in the end, when they came for me...
And there was no one left to speak for me.
There was nobody there to protest. So I think that's absolutely correct.
Other versions include homosexuals on Niemöller's list. The quotation has been invoked for causes ranging from Jewish settlement on the West Bank to freedom of the insurance industry from government regulation.
In June of 1941, Hitler double-crossed Stalin and invaded the Soviet Union.
So why is the story told over and over and over again? I mean, memories normally...
I don't want to be cynical, but it's a good story. And I don't mean it in a cynical way. It's a good story because it has all the elements that make into a story.
Its land.
The evil perpetrators.
Were the mobile death squads. Ordinary men.
There is the bad guy. There are the good people, the innocent victims.
At last, the World War and the war against the Jews had become one. Ordinary people waging wars of extermination with extraordinary cruelty and precision. The unthinkable, now mundane.
It's something that fascinates people because it seems larger than life. And there's a so-called a redemptive end for some people, the way they look at it. And that is, let's say, the state of Israel. In other words, we have survived. It has drama in it.
On some of the suitcases you can see dates of births. For example, here, Petr Eisler, the date is 20th of March 1942. 2-year-old boy was useless in the camp. He couldn't work in the camp. That's why most probably he was taken to gas chamber and killed together with his mother.
There is something extremely compelling, extremely appealing, alluring in that combination of kitsch where you are full of compassion, of pity for people you don't know, for people that even perhaps as a group you don't particularly like, i.e. the Jews, for people that you really respect, the cultured German, and all of these elements and all of these contradictions are extremely appealing to our psyche.
Wohl hatten die Deutschen viel gesprengt, verbrannt und verbracht.
On the flight this morning, I said the aim of this visit was to give you an added dimension to your understanding of the Holocaust. Before we leave Birkenau today, we will be having a short service of remembrance.
How does one take in? How can one absorb or begin to comprehend what you have seen here today?
Christianity is a religion which has made an emblem of torture and death its central symbol, right? The crucifix. This is rather foreign to Judaism. I think of the way in which the Holocaust Museum in Washington, other museums in other places, become the central symbol of Jewishness that we present to the non-Jewish world. The Holocaust represents this kind of focus on suffering and holy suffering, which saturates Christianity. In that sense, it's a kind of Christianization. If you look at some of the Holocaust museums in which one is invited to follow the steps in the murder process, to me it resembles nothing so much as the Stations of the Cross on the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem. The kind of fetishism of objects from the Holocaust, the cast iron door of a crematorium oven, an SS guard's whip, the shoes of victims. This, to me, looks like the kind of pieces of the true cross and shin bones of saints.
I want the 6 million to lay in rest wherever they are. I don't go visit them in the camps. You know, to me, it is not a place to perform religious or any other kind of ritual. I want a better future for this world. And I don't think that contemplating a better future is by constantly referring to the epitome of evil.
People clearly say, learn the lessons of the Holocaust. That phrase gets to me. The lessons of the Holocaust. Don't elect Hitler. Don't murder 6 million Jews. I mean, these are pretty banal lessons.